Today, 14 Terraria professionals will take on the game without communicating. Here's how it works. I will start with the world and character, and I'm allowed 2 hours to do whatever I want in it. Then I'll send the file off to the next YouTuber, so they'll have the exact same character and world to spend 2 hours of their own with. None of us are able to communicate with each other or say what we have done on the world. But there's one tiny little fact I have not told any of my fellow content creators. Once every single one of them has played their 2 hours, I will be given the world one last time. And if I am not able to beat the game in my final 2 hours, then we will lose. But again, none of them know that, so we'll have to watch and see who gets us close to our goal and who squanders all of their precious time on useless side quests. And if we beat the game before it gets to 14, then of course we'll win that way as well. Each creator will also be editing their own section, so you'll get to see a bunch of different creators in this video, although this project took a whopping 7 months to complete, so you may notice how several of their channels have grown a bit after recording their sections, especially the early birds. On to my time with the world. I hopped on and knew I wanted to make as much progress as possible while also setting up the groundwork for those who will follow me, and how well I could do that would change the whole course of this run. Now I am trying to go fast, so I went immediately down this living tree, but I had no torches and no other light source, so it was pitch black and I couldn't for the life of me get out of the pit, so I actually quit and reloaded the world. Yes, this is fine. I'm doing great. I did get a wand of sparking and soon after other goodies down there before dying in the desert while searching for cactus. I started making a house, but it was nighttime and knowing who I am, that didn't go so well. So I buckled down and made several houses before getting the elevator started. But I didn't want to spend all of my time just mining straight down, so I tried my luck with the cave again. I managed to make it down, but outside from some ore, I got nothing of use. Back at home, one thing I knew I wanted to do was set the guys up with organized chests. So I started that before using a gravitation potion, because I guess that is one useful thing I found in the caves. Thankfully, I found a horseshoe, but I also got 2 celestial magnets, which is just the worst. Yes, I'll keep making the elevator since I still have literally nothing to help me survive, but the horseshoe and I did find some mining potions, so this didn't burn nearly as much time as usual. I stopped when I came across this minecart track about halfway down and found 2 magic mirrors for my trouble. Man, I just can't find anything good, can I? Well, that would all change when I found this glowing nope, nothing changed. There's no treasure. Oh, I take it back, a flare gun, but I am still trying to rush. So I summoned the Eye of Cthulhu despite having nothing but shurikens and a trident, and I forgot I was at 50 health when I summoned him. So yeah, that was a dumb decision. I blew up some orbs for a musket and a shadow orb, set up a house in the desert, organized the chest a bit better, and then spent over a half hour mining for ore and trying to find literally any helpful accessories to no avail. My time is running out at this point, so I made a basic arena, fought the Eye again with the Star Fury I found earlier but failed. I'm still not good enough to beat this thing at this point in progression, so now it's time to hand off this world to Wexel Radley.
Yo, my name is Wexel Radley. I play hardcore co-op Terraria. If you don't know what that is, it's a nightmarishly hard way to play Terraria. You can check out more on my channel. Look, I came into this with a plan, right, to kill the Dungeon Guardian. He's the fella that stops you from going into the dungeon before you kill Skeletron. He's the guy that, you know, one-shots you and has over 9,000 defense. Now, you're not supposed to kill the Dungeon Guardian, but here's the thing. You can kill it. It's just really hard and it takes a long time. Now, this would be dumb if I didn't get anything out of it, but the Guardian drops a pet. Now, look, I could be wrong, but I have a hunch that not a lot of people have ever actually gotten this pet legitimately. So I want to kill the Guardian, get this pet, and yeah. Anyways, I joined the world. Nice. The way I plan to kill the Guardian is to set up something like what this person did in this video. But instead of using hoiks, I'm going to use a minecart loop instead. It looks like this. Killing the Guardian this way, by the way, takes over an hour. It takes an hour and 10 minutes. I had to sit here staring at this for a full hour. Now, there's a very key bit of info that I was told. I only have 2 hours to play. So I needed to get everything set up fast.
Why is this favorited? Why did they have walls favorited?
Now, while I was setting things up, the goblins invaded. No. They basically destroyed the base, knocked all the doors down. The NPCs and I died so many times that we turned the base into a graveyard. Look, it's not great. I get it. No, I didn't place the doors back. I didn't even... look, I didn't have time to fix it. I was running out of time, okay? After the goblins, I only had 20 minutes of prep left. So I crack on and I got everything set up, and with 1 hour to go, I got the Guardian in the loop and we started killing him.
On the rail. Go, speed up.
Wait.
Hold it. Go. No, wait. We've got it. 1 hour 13, baby.
Now, 1 hour is not enough time to kill it, but I was told by Throarbin that I can go over the 2-hour time limit if I'm fighting a boss. Now, look, I don't care what you guys say. The Dungeon Guardian's a boss, okay? I'm leaving it at that. Halfway through fighting the Guardian, by the way, things went terribly wrong, and the Eye of Cthulhu spawned.
Oh, no.
This obviously got me killed because I would just keep hitting the eye every time I went around the minecart, and if I jumped off the minecart, the Guardian would just one-shot me. So after 10 minutes of me panicking and dying and trying to get the thing back in the loop and the graveyards, I started making more graveyards. Look, I got the Guardian back into the loop and we eventually killed it, getting the Bone Key, which summons this fella right here.
We did it! Okay, get out.
Now, although I was told I could go over time with a boss, I feel a little bad because I went over time by 35 minutes, which, yeah, look. It's a little much. I feel a little bad. Anyways, look, hopefully everyone likes the pet. I also quickly want to say sorry to the next person in line. The base is in complete shambles right now. There's no doors. It's a graveyard. I did not put my name up there. That was Throarbin, all right? That was it looks so cursed.
Hey, my name is Charzium, and I have a Terraria channel that mainly does modded playthroughs. If you enjoy this part of the video, consider checking it out. Anyway, let's get to the world. Alright, so I spawned in with high hopes seeing the Dungeon Guardian pet, but I was quickly let down when I realized no bosses have been defeated yet. Yeah, this was off to a great start. So anyway, I decided to get back to the original spawn as it was currently at the dungeon, where I found a certain someone wrote their name in blocks, so of course I destroyed that partly. I then decided to make the most beautiful arena you have ever seen, as I decided I would try and fight the Eye of Cthulhu at the very least. I started walking to the right and I saw the arms dealer and I got some bullets before I went to the jungle and went underground as I decided to try and find a boomstick to use as my weapon against the eye. While down there I found a beehive which I would leave alone for now, and I also found an interesting occurrence.
Wait, it's a desert chest in a... what?
While exploring, I found some accessories before I finally found a boomstick. Now that I have that, I went back to spawn and I upgraded my armor before I went into a bed to wait until night would start in order to fight the eye. After waiting a bit, it was night and it was finally time to fight it, so I buffed up and spawned it in.
Okay. See, it's just that easy. I don't know how that wasn't already being.
Yeah, after that there isn't too much I do, with the first thing I do being changing a grave from the previous person's failed Eye of Cthulhu attempt into saying Charzium beat it first try, which only now am I realizing makes it seem more like I am saying I did not. Anyway, after that, I explored the corruption thinking I could maybe beat the Ear of Worlds, so I summoned it in, and I did not in fact beat it. After that, I was done, not because I ran out of time, but because my Terraria randomly broke. Now anyway, on to the next person.
Hey, what's up Throarbinites? I'm Bench, but you can call me anytime. Anyway, you might know me from my shorts, although I don't really do that anymore. I mostly make long form stuff, but yeah, let's get into it. Anyway, going into this, I have two goals. First, I want to make some progress, and then I want to have some fun, but I only have 2 hours in this world, so I better get going. So noticing that the Eye of Cthulhu is the only relic that we have, I immediately head to the corruption. I bombed a shadow orb and got the ball of hurt my first try. I go up and immediately destroy the remaining 2 orbs after building a platform to summon the worm. Okay, he just cut me off. We made it up, but we are extremely low on health already, so we can just kind of rain down bullets and Jester's arrows and stuff from up here. Oh, one of the halves just despawned. That is a huge help for me. Segments just keep despawning. Well, that's fine. We only got 1 segment left and he's incredibly low. And that last segment just despawned. Great. But considering how well I did on my first attempt, I just tried again. And this time, I think it's safe to say it went pretty well. The first time must have been a fluke, so I thought that to beat this boss I'd need a double jump, some more life, and hopefully the Goblin Tinker. So I went caving, just hoping someone had killed the Goblin army, finding the Cloud in a Bottle in the very first chest and the Goblin Tinker incredibly quickly. There's that little bald-headed freak. As well as a few life crystals along the way. I crafted the Spectre Boots and Horseshoe Balloon, as well as a new bow. Not even a sweat. Help me, help me, help. I'm so low, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. With how long those fights took, I was already 45 minutes through my 2 hours. So I built a few more houses, quickly used the loot to craft a Demonite pickaxe and use it to mine up a bunch of Hellstone, and crafted a full set of Molten Armor and the Volcano. Then I headed straight for the Skeletron fight. Oh, I am very low. Not even a sweat this boss is. There we go. I rushed into the dungeon and collected the Muramasa, the Cobalt Shield, and a Shadow Key. I went home and crafted the Mighty Knight's Edge and got the Hellwing Bow and Dark Lance and went to fight the wall. Okay, I literally have like 8 minutes left, so I have no time to build a bridge. And if I lose, it'll take too long for the guy to respawn, so this is literally my only chance. Alright, here goes nothing. Gotta dig through this wall. I am doing decent damage, but this is master mode. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. God, the wall hurts. The wall hurts so bad on master mode. No, 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 no. I'm so low. Just run. I just need to run. I just need to run. Here he comes. Come on, man. I'm back at full health. Just got a healing pot off. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, there was literally no chance that I would beat the master mode wall of flesh with this little preparation, but I still had a few more minutes left, so I used that time to complete my second goal of having some fun by giving some future players bonus challenges that you'll have to continue watching to see. Anyway, my time is up, so let's pass it to the next person.
Hey, my name's Wild Lmao. I have a channel with 5K. You might have seen some of my videos, maybe this one, or this one, that one, or even this one. But if you haven't, I mean, I guess you just gotta check it out, right? But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I noticed is that someone got the Dungeon Guardian pet. I don't know if that was just given to the player or someone actually killed the Dungeon Guardian. There's no way. I refuse to believe it. I refuse. All right, let's see what we're working with. Okay. I don't know. What is this supposed to mean? No pants, can't wear legs with your armor set. Are you serious? Okay, fine. I didn't want to anyways. Summoner only for cold toast. Oh, that's funny. Oh, the guide has arrived. So he was dead, so they were probably trying to beat Wall Flesh and couldn't, the person before me. All right, I'm gonna look through all this stuff and try to get something going. Get a plan or something. So what I decided upon was just to start preparing for Wall Flesh. Oh my gosh. Which meant we had to make a hell bridge. So while I'm building this, I think it's a good time for me to talk about my goals for my part of the video. Number 1, I want to make some sort of progress. 2, I either want to help or troll the person behind me. And 3, I want to be unique. So I think the first thing I want to do is try to kill Wall of Flesh. Bro, why do they do so much? Although, honestly guys, without any potions and only the top 2 pieces of my armor, I don't see me killing Wall of Flesh. I'm gonna be honest. So the first thing I did was make my way towards the jungle, because I noticed while looking at the relics, we still didn't have a Queen Bee one. So I wanted to kill Queen Bee to get it out of the way. But not only that, the person behind me is Cold Toast, and he can only use summoning gear. And if he has to kill the Wall of Flesh, he's gonna need this stuff. So I decided to do this to kind of help him out at the same time. Okay. Yo, wait, we're actually dead. Grab the bag! Oh, I healed from that. Okay. I was waiting for me to pop, bro. Afterwards, I built a house for the witch doctor, but it turns out we needed more NPC housing. They just kept coming in. So I built some more houses after that. After trying to craft the bee armor, we still needed more bee wax, so I went back to killing another queen bee, which was easy again. Okay, I might have messed up a little bit. But we killed another one, made the armor, took off the legs, of course, bought the jungle pylon. While I was doing that, slime started raining from the sky, which was convenient because that was another boss we still haven't beaten. So I killed some slimes, pink slime spawned, and we just clapped them up real quick. Something light. I don't have that much time left. It took me a while to figure out what I was gonna do, but I knew I wanted to make an arena. What we had was pretty pathetic. I made the ground out of cloud blocks, and then I moved the relics to their own spot. Oh! Combined it to make the lightning boots. Got some potions together. The final thing I did was left a sign for Cold Toast, letting him know it was up to him.
What is good, gang? I'm Cold Toast, otherwise known as Moldy Warm. It is what it is. You may know me from my shorts videos or my breaking, abusing, destroying, etc. videos. And yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into this. So I'm given a very special timer, it seems, to complete what I need to do, or I guess, you know, see what I can get done in a 2-hour span. So I do not know what to expect from like everything here. I do got a very wide variety of weapons, a lot. There are some signs. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna read some of them just to see what, you know, I'm curious to see what other people have said.
Oh my god.
So it seems my challenge is summoner only. And if you don't know, I absolutely despise summoners and the players that play them. Sorry if that irks your skin. I could care less. And we're gonna start with that. We're gonna get a nice summoner build going, and I'm gonna try and beat Deerclops before my 2 hours is up. So let's get to it. So first things first, this is a horrible loadout. I don't know who put this together. If I'm gonna go for summoner, and they aren't even putting it in the right spot, you buffoons. All right. So first thing, summoner is the spinal tap. I need, it looks like cobwebs and bones. I'm pretty sure I saw cobwebs in one of these chests. All right, we're making a trip to the dungeon. So I'm not allowed, it seems, to use melee weapons for now. Using it. All right, we got enough. We're out of here. Spinal tap. Your summons will focus struck enemies. I'm also gonna build something just completely random. I haven't decided. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I forgot. So I don't even really know what to do right now. I guess maybe I'll build some funky stuff. Let's build a piece of toast. Bonjour. It is Le Monument Cold Toast. Don't you think so, Goblin Tinkerer? So while we take this little intermissional mining break, how are y'all doing? How are you doing, Throarbin? Good, I hope. And if it's wild, it's LMAO. Alright, arena is oh so dandily built. Alright, well, I kind of have one shot at this, which is unfortunate. I'll cry if I don't get it. So, let's this bad boy going. This is going so terribly. Dude, this is going horrible. We're almost there, we're almost there, we're almost there. Oh my god, let's freaking go, dude. But yeah, I think that's gonna end my passing the world challenge for mine. And yeah, Brome, take it away.
What's up guys, I'm Brome. If you play Calamity, you probably know me for my guides, but I also do some Terraria modded videos. So if you are interested in modded Terraria, you can check my channel. So when I first got the world, I didn't know that it was master mode, so... Oh, it's master mode. I didn't expect that. And so I spawned into the world with a pre-hard mode summoner character. Oh, we are still in pre-hard mode. I will see in hell if we have the arena set. So if the arena is ready, so apparently they want me to take them to hard mode, but it's a master world, so I don't know if I can do it. I'll try. Oh, I didn't see that. I have to create a cool build for the rest of the players. That's what I wanted to do, so I guess we'll do that. So I just wanted to create a simple house for the other players. Okay, this took me way too much time to do. I already burnt like 30 minutes. With the house done, I now wanted to go to hell to expand the arena. Okay, first death. Okay, so I think the arena is done. I've done this much. And when I was confident with my arena, I started trying to fight the wall of flesh. That was a great first start. But it didn't really go as expected. Okay, so I think it will be like too late to beat the wall of flesh myself, so I'm just gonna farm the voodoo dolls for the next person. And for the next 20 minutes, I tried finding voodoo demons, but they just wouldn't spawn, so I decided to do something else. I guess something that I could do is to like redo this bonus challenge thing. Okay, so here is the build. Okay, so my time is up. Okay, so before leaving I need to put a little challenge for someone. Okay, so this will be my challenge. And here you go. This will be my message. And before I leave I will do a minuscule amount of trolling. Here you go. Like, it's pretty obvious that it's another loadout, but you know, they'll have to figure it. So that's it for me then.
What the hell is wrong with this world? What the hell is going on? Damn, we ain't even in hard mode yet. We're only past the Skeletron. We got Dookie for stuff, bro. Why is this all favorited? Dude, this setup sucks. What the hell? What is this chest setup? Everything's just thrown everywhere. No armor? Oh, duh, I have to switch the loadout. Duh, there we go. Okay, that's much better. I get that people want to be a summoner, but summoner isn't good until hard mode. Summoner is just not good until hard mode. There's no point in doing it. Oh yeah, let me look at what some of these signs say. Create a fun golf course for future players. Oklah, no wings? Actually, that's fine, honestly. Let's see which hole leads to HE double hockey sticks. My goal is to just get to hard mode. That's my goal. Let's get a little bit of hellstone. I only need a little bit. I just need enough to make the sword. I'll call it a day after that. Okay, I believe I have enough. Okay, I haven't played like the new updated version of the game. It's called the Volcano now. Does it look cool? No, it doesn't look cool, and it swings unbelievably slow. Wait, I forgot about... Brome, take us to hard mode? Hold on. What order was he in the thing? Brome was before me. You guys are hilarious. I'm gonna be the one to take you to hard mode. Brome couldn't take you to hard mode, so guess who's gonna take you to hard mode? Me. Right here. The first video on my channel was me playing through Terraria Master Mode. I didn't beat the Moon Lord, but I beat everything else, so I think I can beat the Wall of Flesh again. Come at me with all your might. This is all I gotta do. I'm not even on a ranged class build right now. Like, I'm on a melee class build right now. Yeah, too easy. Too easy. Brome was not capable of succeeding in this task. Thus, Oklah, the greatest player here, took on this task and accomplished what he could not. Let's go get some ores. Alright, so I have a little under a half hour left. Let's destroy this entire house and build it anew. Alright, that is it for me. On to the next person.
Hello, I'm DavidDevsGames, and despite the name, I do not in fact dev games. Instead, I joined this little Past the World collab here, and here's what happened. I spawned in and I noticed a little area full of signs where there were bonus challenges to complete for each player, and my challenge was to create a fun golf course for future players. I didn't know if this was required at first or not, so I first started by exploring around the world to see what other progress had been made. And also, before we continue, who killed the Dungeon Guardian? How? Why? Anyways, after I explored around for a bit, I started my little bonus challenge of creating a golf course. I went to the underground desert, but I really did not want to explore down there since it was hard mode, so I just started building more NPC houses in hopes that someone had found the golfer already. While I waited for more NPCs to move back in, I spent some time farming the eye, getting some souls for the mechanical boss summons, as well as building even more houses just in case there were a bunch of NPCs that were waiting to move in. Going back to the underground desert, I bought a bunch of dynamite and started clearing out bigger arena in hopes that if the golfer still needed to be found, this might give me a better chance at finding him. It didn't really go too well, so I then went up to the sky to build a hollow platform to get fairy wings, and that's when the amazing happened. The golfer. Oh, let's go. Okay. I was honestly beginning to think I'd have to go search in the underground desert some more. After buying everything I needed from the merchant, I began work on my glorious golf course. Just so I actually have enough time to cover everything, here's a basic summary of the course. In the first area, I made it a straight line, as a little introduction to the course. In the second area, I added a hill this time. In the third area, I added a platform area that is surprisingly really hard to do. Oh well, I'll leave it for now. Fourth area, I made it to where you need to bounce the ball off of a few walls to win, and in the fifth part, I did a long shot where the ball needs to go all the way down a hill, fall down a hole, and finally make it to another hole. With my limited time remaining, I added a little area on the signs for par, added one more area as a final test of everything that was in the course, and finally one last area for scores. And with that, my 2-hour mark has officially been hit, so it's time to pass the world on to the next person.
What's up? I'm Wyeeett, and you probably don't know me, but you could. I do hard Terraria challenge runs, and I also stream variety content a lot, so come stop by sometime. Pain, agony, disgrace, double quarter pounder with cheese. As an American, these things are always on my mind, and my 2 hours with this world could also probably be summed up with these wise words. When I opened the world, slime was immediately falling from the sky, and I was on defense the second I spawned in. Luckily, whoever went before me was kind enough to get me some titanium armor and a shadow flame bow, so I was feeling pretty confident in my ability to kill slimes. To the left, there was a board that gave me a fun little challenge. My challenge was to defeat Skeletron Prime before any other boss, so I definitely needed to power up. Immediately, I decided I needed wings, so I farmed pixies to get their delicious dust and make the wings, and luckily someone had already started doing that. Craving more power, I decided to go underground in the snow biome, and I was given an Amarok by the first monster that I killed. This was the first time I did something that statistics would call unlikely. The next time was when I got the unicorn set. Now I could go and infiltrate the hollow biome and pretend that I belonged there. After that disappointment, I was given a pirate invasion on my second morning. That's a little less wild than the Amarok, but definitely still annoying. Now I had wings, a yo-yo that I knew could kill a mech boss, and a positive can-do attitude. So I figured it was time to finally attempt Skeletron Prime. I was wrong. Unfortunately, I'm the stubborn type of gamer, and instead of making gear improvements, I just decided to try again. Bad idea. Okay, so this isn't working, and I needed to get a ranger emblem in order to power up my bow a little bit. However, since I have only played modded for the last 3 years, I had no clue what a shimmer was. So I decided to go kill the wall of flesh, hoping that I would get super lucky once again, but I had absolutely no luck and was given a summoner emblem. Now, as I only had about 30 minutes left in my run, of course I get a blood moon. Well, no big deal, right? Wrong. You can't sleep through a blood moon, and in vanilla Terraria, mobs can spawn during a boss fight, so a Skeletron Prime fight was off the table. 10 minutes later, the blood moon is finally over, and I have about 20 minutes left, and I can probably get some more progress done, power up a little more. You have got to be kidding me. At this moment, I knew that I needed to get a normal night or I would never get another attempt. Luckily, my wish was granted. This meant that I was given a climactic final battle against Skeletron Prime. I'm gonna use the power of friendship, and together we won't lose. Okay, so I lost, and pretty badly at that. So I decided to mark the location that my dreams were destroyed, and pass my challenge on to the next player. But that's it from me. Peace.
Oh, hey there, my name's Collier. What's your name? Oh, my turn already, huh? Hey, my name's Collier, and I play Terraria sometimes, and I also post it on my lame YouTube channel or whatever. You might know me for Terraria's Ultimate Tier List, or Don't Play Ranger in Terraria, but enough about me. Let's begin. My journey started a little something like this.
What the hell is this house? It's like an anvil.
Yeah, so this is when I realized that the people before me were goobers.
Okay, I'll roll with it. What we got in the bank? 3 copper coins? Are you kidding me? We're broke?
Like, really big goobers.
What have y'all been doing this whole time?
So, after doing some exploring, this is a miserable looking house. I found the challenge board.
Oh, here's mine. Do Wyeett's challenge within the first hour, and also tell your family how much you appreciate them. Are you kidding me? That's so lame.
I got a really lame challenge.
So Wyeeett failed his challenge. Of course he did. Come on, Wyeeett. So I have to beat Skeletron Prime in an hour, and the clock is ticking. Alright, well, let's get to it. Hold on, I found some lore. Here's where Wyeeett took the biggest L in Terraria history. May he rest in peace.
So, after I played my 2 hours, Wyeeett posted this.
I am embarrassed with my performance. I've done something wrong.
You've seen what happened to him, but I have no idea. And he hasn't played Terraria since.
So, to craft the mechanical skull, we need souls of light and souls of night. So let's go get some. Hi there, Mr. Wizard.
Oh! After that epic montage, I made the mechanical skull as well as a star cannon and health potions. I was ready. Or so I thought. So I kept trying. Getting new weapons, reforging, even moving in the nurse, but I couldn't beat him. So I gave up and moved on to the second part of my challenge, telling my family how much I appreciate them. Mom, thank you for always being there for me. Dad, thank you for teaching me how to tie my shoes. Brother, anyways, after that I figured the house could use a little touching up, so I built us a castle, and I named it after myself. Also adding a side quest board, all while being attacked by pirates, which leads me to my end. I left an easy challenge for the Terraria YouTuber, and left him with the rest of the pirate invasion. I hope you enjoyed. Till next time.
Okay, so I've been given 2 hours to join this world and basically do whatever I want. For those who don't know, I'm the Terraria YouTuber, so this shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Oh my god, okay, right, well, who did this? Hate you. I hate you. This takes up like 20 minutes of my 2 hour. As you can see, I definitely didn't have the strongest start to this challenge, but I did notice something that caught my eye. Is that a golf course, actually? What the hell? Hold up a second. Oh, you can all get lost. I'm going playing golf, I don't care. So I completed the invasion before first heading to the base to check everything out. So this is the base, and then what's this? This is the bonus challenges. Play with reverse controls for the... Oh my god. It's okay because I don't need controls to play Terraria. Who do you think I am? So after reversing my controls, I head over to the course to play what would become the most painful game of golf in my entire life. Okay, that's a good start. I've figured out I don't know how to play golf in Terraria. So that's 2. Oh my god. Right, I need to hold the button. Okay, this, I must be doing something wrong here. Why is this taking, it's like 5 for the first hole, what? Now after learning how to actually play golf, I started making some crazy shots. Yes! That okay. Okay, let's go in, let's go in. Why did it fall through? And so I spent the next hour just basically playing golf. I was supposed to be making progression, but you know, it's okay. Really, I feel like the next logical step would be to progress and defeat one of the mechanical bosses. I've had a burst of bravery and I'm just going to spawn the destroyer. I don't care. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, I'm not expecting big things. Now clearly making any actual progress just was not going to happen. So instead I created a plan. Okay, I think I've come up with the perfect plan, right? So I can't leave my mark in a form of progression because I suck at Terraria, clearly. I'm going to extend Collier's castle. I'm going to make it look absolutely beautiful. So I did exactly that. I built up the castle a little bit and it was looking pretty good. That is very good. And just before my 2 hours were over, I decided to be a bit of a menace and hide all the items in a chest on the far right side of the world. So, good luck, I guess.
And finally, here we go, it's my time. Hello everyone, it's me, a Cataclysmic. Right, so I've only got 2.5 minutes to do this, so let's crack on. Because I did way too much stuff in here because I didn't spend the first hour golfing.
You know, it's okay.
And then here we are, joining this beautiful world full of gravestones. Why did no one clear these out? Ah, yes, there we go. Cover me in vanity. Cover me in vanity. That's much better. Right, let's get looking through all of these chests. These really, really badly managed chests. I am not embarrassed to admit it, but I spent over 6 minutes looking through all of these chests just to find stuff, and even then I missed things. After looking through all of these well-organized chests, I decided to go buy myself some arrows, and I'm going to turn them into cursed arrows later, because I'm going to need them. After buying every single arrow that existed in the world, I ended up looking through these signs, and not really paying any attention to them. Like this one that told me that the loot is at the edge of the world, and for some reason I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and just complained to myself as to why I don't have proper gear. And of course, due to the fact I didn't have any proper gear, I thought, well, I should probably go out and go get myself some proper tools. So I went to hell to go get myself a molten stone pickaxe so I could mine some palladium, because that's the first step of doing this, apparently. But of course, during the molten process, I accidentally ended up summoning the wall of flesh, which I almost killed until I got stuck in a bloody wall. And so then I decided the next course of action was to go to the underground Hallow biome and get myself a gelatin crystal so I could fight Queen Slime. And then during my travels, I come across this, which I immediately identify as a Guardian Killer. My god, we get 2.5 hours to play, and someone decided this was the best course of time use. Anyways, I spent a few minutes down here digging away, trying to get myself some crystals and a gelatin crystal if I can find one. Luckily enough, I found 3. And while I was down here, I decided to kill as many elementals as I could find, just in the hopes I could get everyone on Discord. Did anyone drop one? No, they did not. With the assistance of my flying ship, we managed to take out the Queen Slime pretty easily, even though we were greatly underpowered and really took a beating. And of course, we opened the bag, and what are we greeted with? Not everything we wanted, so we had to go and fight the bloody thing once again. Do you have any idea how long it takes to beat Master Mo Queen Slime when you're not powered up for it? After defeating this Queen Slime, we're actually greeted with the boots we wanted, which is fantastic. We can move on to the next thing. During my little investigation in all these chests, I also found a magic conch, and I remembered that little sign. I used it, went to the left, went to the right, and there it was. All this time, I have been suffering majorly with underpowered gear when the chest was waiting between me. After acquiring the chest of goodies, I went and left a sign promptly to the but did this, rushed off to the gunslinger, got some bullets, turned it to crystal bullets, and then loaded up. Then after that, I decided the next best course of action was to kill Destroyer. But of course, the bloody thing decided to summon a slime rain. Time to waste some time trying to kill the king slime. Oh wait, it despawned on me. That means I'm gonna kill another 100 bloody slimes just for the king slime to respawn. And then finally, I actually managed to summon the Destroyer, and look how bloody long it took. That moon is almost at the end. But luckily, we managed to blow it up just before it turned to daytime. Fantastic! That was absolute agony dodging the lasers for that bloody long, yet somehow survived first try. This ship is a lot more useful than I ever gave it credit for. I guess flying around constantly has its advantages. After ripping the souls of might from its corpse, of course I ended up making myself a mega shark. Once I bought everything and sold a load of stuff just to buy the remaining parts, the next fun part was having to go and get the bloody shark fins, which we just teleported back and forth, going in and out of the water until we finally killed enough of them. After realizing these signs were actually quests that we were giving to each other, I decided to make my own, because I wanted to screw the next person over a little bit. I added my own little bit of signage to the frozen toast because crumpets are amazing. After that, I promptly told everyone that it was me that cleared the gravestones because someone should have bloody done it beforehand, but never mind, I'm just going to be the cleanup crew. I then cleaned up the sign to actually make it say what it should have said all along, coloured it up a little bit, added my signature, took off my armour, and closed. Anyways, with that aside, thank you so much, Throarbin, for letting me join in on this little bit of fun in Past the World. Now the next person can deal with it. I'm out of here.
Where are we in progression? It looks like we have really bad stuff. We're in hard mode, so that's a start. We have the Pwn Hammer. I think we are currently... We're obviously post-mech if we have Mega Shark. I don't think we've killed any other mech, if I were to say something. Hey, switching. Not that bad. Okay, cool. Spasmatism is done. Really? You made me miss the switch, Harpy? GG. Holy crap. You know what? We'll go for it. We'll go for it. That should be dead there. Sweet. The jungle grows restless. There they are. Souls of Might. Nasty. I like that. Okay, yeah, I'm dead. Good game. It might not be.
What's up guys, it's Colt Colossal. I make Terraria videos with cool edits. Anyway, I joined the world and spawned in this abomination. What is this? Have fun getting your loot, complete the parkour to achieve it. This is a parkour course? Oh yeah, this is gonna be so easy. I'm actually a parkour master, if you guys didn't know. I was doing this parkour course for so long that a wraith spawned. And now there's a wraith, great. This actually saved me though, just watch. The nurse is here. Do you sell a pickaxe? Wait a second. Hee. I'm such a genius. Sorry, Megaswave, you didn't think about that, did ya? What a moron. I got all my loot back, and as I was making my way to the jungle, I saw this. Oh, this is the golf course that David made. Sorry, David, I don't know if I'll have time to play the golf course. I don't know why the person before me doesn't have glorified armor. So I'll just mine all this and get it. Oh, a life fruit, nice. My goal is to not die a single time. Then I'll be better than any other Terraria YouTuber out there. While I was getting chlorophyte and life fruit, I found a Plantera bulb. Oh, I found one! We're gonna do this first try. I gotta set up the arena though, which is going to take so long. It actually turned out that someone before me had already made the arena. This is perfect! Whoever did this, you are the best YouTuber. Then I died. Oh my god. Well, so much for not dying a single time. But after I respawned, I made a full set of chlorophyte armor. It's gonna be so tragic if I fail. Dude, this arena might not be big enough. After doubting my skills, I decided I was ready to fight Plantera. Lock in, lock in. Come on, I fought this boss a million times. Super duper easy. Oh no, I'm so bad. Flamethrower for second phase. Oh, it's so good. Oh, did you see that dodge? It would help if these wings weren't so bad. I'm dead. Yeah, that didn't go too well. So I made a molten quiver and found another bulb. Oh, a bulb. Bulb. Then I made some butterfly wings with some butterfly dust that just spawned in my inventory, I guess. And I blew out an Osugov tunnel to make Plantera's second phase a lot easier. It kind of backfired horribly though. Oh my god, she's enraged. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Dude, I'm such a noob. At this point, my time was almost up and I still haven't beat Plantera. So if I don't win this time, I won't be able to win at all. Alright, we're good, we're good. This time, you're going down. Alright, switch to my damage helmet. We're gonna try to do as much damage as possible before we get to the glowing mushroom biome. That's what I need. Come on, we're almost out of the jungle. I think we can still do it, even if she gets enraged. We did it! We did it! Yeah, baby! We did it! That took way too long, dude. Alright, let's place this relic. They left me a spot. How nice of them. Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching my segment. And take it away, the next person.
What's up, guys? I'm Mott, and you may know me as, you know, the guy who makes Terraria content, or you might know me as the fruit snack. Please don't sue me, Mott's Gummies, please. Anyways, I was invited to the Pass the World challenge, and we're just gonna see what we can do. So the first thing we do is just load in. We kind of got a feel for what was going on. There were some really cool builds, and honestly, I was really impressed on where it was at. My original game plan was to defeat at least a boss, so I went searching for the temple since Golem hadn't been defeated yet. And I'm not gonna lie, I searched for this thing. Like, really searched. And to this day, I don't know where it is. I gave up. I did end up finding a few life fruits and a couple other things here and there. Started farming some ore for everyone next. And yeah. And at this point, I had no game plan at all. And then I had an idea. What if I just make a banner room? So that is exactly what I did. So I went back up and I started making the little room, and then I started just exploring a bit. And I found a few banners just lying around, so that kind of just saves me the effort of trying to kill each enemy. Don't get me wrong, I had to kill a lot of enemies, like a lot, especially in the corruption. I think I spent most of my time in the corruption or in the desert, or well, both, and I don't even really want to talk about how many times I really died, because it was an unholy amount. But I farmed for a really long time, and I ended up getting actually quite a bit of banners going, so we just added it to the collection, you know. But with about 10 more minutes to go, I just wanted to get at least a boss done. So we went for Torch God, and you know what? We defeated him. So I did do what I wanted to do, and that was to kill a boss. Might not have been the best boss, but boss nonetheless. Anyways, thank you guys so much. My time is up here, and subscribe.
How has the world come back to me? Honestly, I thought for sure we would have this challenge in the bag between 14 professionals, but I guess the others have been slacking off, and I'm not a big fan of the fact that I'm wearing hollowed armor right now. It would also seem the organization I did all the way back at the beginning has only loosely been followed, and when glancing at what's in them, there's hardly anything that'd be useful for me. At the very least, there is enough chlorophyte to make the headgear and chest plate. But we need more chlorophyte to get the whole armor set and some extra life fruit, so time to head to the jungle. Oh my goodness, what have they done? Oh, we got this. Okay. I then realized I had 0 torches in my inventory. I saw the Plantera relic, so presumably Golem has not been defeated, so I'll need torches when exploring the jungle temple. I tried making torches right then and there, but I couldn't, meaning I have no gel on me, which is even more alarming because I got the flamethrower and that's a real good weapon I'd love to use against Golem. I searched the chests again and found next to nothing, so I purchased torches from the merchant to preserve what little gel I did find for the flamethrower. There's maybe like 300 or something. And I'm not even going to question what is the deal with this weird box around the merchant. Off to the jungle I go, where I mined more chlorophyte and found the jungle temple without wasting too much time. I returned home and crafted chlorophyte armor, at which point I was looking for some accessory and it wasn't in the chest, so it occurred to me to check the other builds. They already, why was it? That frustrates me. Oh, that is so very frustrating. All right, well, now we need to find the shimmer. Wait, they haven't made a shimmer pylon? What is wrong with these goobers? Maybe searching for the shimmer isn't the best use of my time considering where we are, but this would probably be faster than mining more chlorophyte, and I need those chlorophyte bars to make chlorophyte bullets to use against Moonlord and perhaps other bosses or events. At the moment, we got next to nothing bullet-wise, and the Vortex Beater is just too good to pass up. I wish I could change to melee for the sake of survivability, but there's nothing prepared for that kind of build, so we're sticking with Ranger. This got me nice and ready, and after getting through the jungle temple as fast as possible, I made it to a pretty nicely generated Golem arena. I really got to kill this thing fast. Can't afford any losses because there are a few things I really want to farm for. I have no dash at the moment, though I could grab the Shield of Cthulhu from the second build. I just haven't decided on what to switch out, but I would love the Master Ninja gear and a Unicorn mount for the Moonlord battle. I'm also sure I'll need to make an arena, so there's no room for error here. But that's when my whole skill issue comes into play. I keep saying Golem is not that easy, and I'm being 100% real. When I say that, I struggle against this thing, and that unfortunately was how things played out in this first battle. I hardly got it to half health. I do partially blame all the other Terraria pros for giving me very little to work with, especially potions. There is no farm, I don't see an alchemy table, and the potions chest has just about everything except potions in it. I tried the Golem battle again, and yet again I failed spectacularly, and now I've officially burnt 30 minutes and have made next to no progress. I fought Golem a third time in desperation and got farther than I had before, but I lost again. And I'm afraid to say that I am not liking my chances at beating this thing. I was terrified I wouldn't even be able to kill Golem, and this run would end right here with me endlessly fighting and failing. But by some miracle, I managed on the fourth battle to take down the sentient hardened clay. Okay, we got him. We got Golem. Okay, we got him. Oh. Okay, we're still in this. I rushed to the dungeon on the other side of the world, and of course there's no pylons along the way to make the travel a bit shorter. Cultists should be easy, so long as I don't hit the wrong clone. That one. Oh, what? How? That got me. That got me real good. And this thing is hard to dodge without a dash. Ugh! Oh, I threaded the needle so well, only for that. Oh no, I can't afford to lose to cultists, not now. I need something to pierce. I hadn't even thought of it before, but I have nothing that's very effective against the dragon if it does spawn, and surprise, surprise, there's nothing helpful in any of the treasure chests. I could use some of the chlorophyte arrows someone made, but I'm hesitant to use those now. I want to save them for Moonlord if possible. I had to sleep until the cultists spawned back in, killed them knowing I need to be extra careful about the clones, but then a little oopsie happened because of gravity. Wait. Oh, what? What do you mean there's why is there a dragon? I have the right one! I got the right one! What's happening? Thankfully, the dragon just flew down into the tundra and vanished. A wyvern decided to take its place, which isn't great, but honestly, I'm having a hard time with dodging some of the cultist attacks. The lack of a dash is palpable. so I replaced the Worm Scarf with the Shield of Cthulhu after that loss. I slept for more cultists to spawn, and now I'm able to dodge the cultist much easier. I should easily be able to clear it so long as I don't summon the dragon, but whereas gravity caused my problem last time, this harpy became a problem this time because the stupid crystal above my head had to shoot the harpy. But you know what was in the way? The cultist clone. What do you mean? What? I hit the right one! I know for a fact I hit the right one. While the dragon was still around, I did a dumb, had a bad aim, and hit the wrong clone again, so this golden squid boy spawned and I was managing them until this shadow ball came from nowhere off screen and murdered me. Man, I am doing so bad. I am so bad. I'm still want to blame the guys for having a bad class loadout. That's what I want to blame. I want to blame the tubers for putting me in this position. I have lost to cultists 3 times now, and I think that's a record for most failed attempts against the cultist for me. I slept again and finally took down the cultist with a meager 50 minutes remaining. I could start farming for things I need, but I have to kill at least 3 pillars to make sure I'll have the time to take down Moonlord and, well, that last pillar. Off to Stardust first. It's by far the easiest to cheese, and the Stardust Dragon could be quite helpful for the other pillars. Oh! I returned, and this time I managed to get the proper farming method going, although I might have allowed a few too many Stardust cells to regenerate and ended up getting swarmed, but I nearly broke the shield, so on the return, I took the pillar down. Come on. Oh! Well, almost. Next up is Vortex, so I can get the Vortex Beater. Only problem is that Vortex is the pillar I struggle with the most. I'm sure there are cheesing methods for it. I've heard of these, but I cannot for the life of me figure this pillar out. It took me down to 25 minutes before Vortex fell, and I think I'm just about run out of time to do any farming at all. At most I can fight Moonlord once, but I have 0 potions and no proper arena, and I'm unsure I'll be able to do either of those. I went to Solar next, and this useless golf course somebody made actually functioned as a half-decent arena. Enemies still acted a little weird at times though, and so the pillar fell with a meager 16 minutes remaining. I've got no time, so I set up a bed next to the nurse and the tiny arena around spawn. I'll just have to hope I can nurse heal cheese and head it off to the Nebula pillar. I consider this to be one of the hardest pillars, but with the chlorophyte bullets and the vortex beater, as well as an open area, I took it down with a meager 7 minutes remaining. What am I bouncing off of? I didn't even get anywhere. Well, I'm afraid to say that just might be it. Only 6 minutes? How am I supposed to summon Moonlord again? Well, I still have a shot. If I shimmer the Vortex Bow, I can get enough fragments to craft a single sigil for one last chance to beat Moonlord and conquer Terraria with 14 fellow Terraria content creators without communicating. Wow. As you can see, there is not enough time to beat Cultist and the Pillars again. The run is over. We have failed. We have lost, and I blame all the other 13 content creators for not getting me a better setup than this, but hey, I guess they didn't know what the challenge was, and if I hadn't suffered from such strong skill issue against Golem and Cultist, I might have had the time to set up the arena and get the unicorn mount I wanted. But hey, thank you to all those who participated in the 7-month-long project, and let me know which part of the run you thought was the most fun in the comments below. Maybe we'll do this again if people like it, but people really gotta like it for me to start another 7-month-long project.